looking for you. Okay.
Damn.
That is a lucky kitty.
Hey, New Orleans, this is the franchise Shane Douglas telling you want to load down the best in professional wrestling. You gotta look right here at WGS-TV. Ooh, yeah!
Warp your way back into another episode of Sakura Fantasy right here on WGS-TV, along with Lance Moss on the Wrestlegamer. And when we last left off, our character was here as now a promoted guard. And Lance, if you're not familiar, we're the girl on the left. That's our character. So anyway, this was the last line in the last episode. So let's go ahead. This is my first time on guard duty, and I'm already sick of it. For being the effective rulers, they can't agree on anything. Gee, that kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's no wonder they asked the guards not to speak about their discussions outside of these chambers. The rest of the Empire would believe them to be fools. Why isn't the Empress here? Isn't she supposed to be here too? And the councilmen don't look too concerned about asking her for her thoughts on the matter. I cannot believe that I wasted so much of my time trying to see into these chambers. She's kind of a farseer, you know. She's kind of has those psychic abilities and whatnot. Lance, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up to bring you up to speed. All I would have found is the foolishness of men who have never seen actual combat. She's really developing an opinion about this already. Oh well, I guess what does a lowly guardsman know of the politics of the capital? So what do you think, Lance? Should we keep paying attention, or should we let our mind wander?
Something tells me to keep paying attention.
Alright, let's do that then. I can't let myself drift off. I have to stand to attention, as boring as this is. There is also the matter of increasing the guard around the castle. We've had increased attacks from monsters wandering through the sewer systems beneath the city. We've already posted additional guards around the castle, nothing to worry about. But aren't they novices fresh out of training? Don't we have anyone more experienced to post here? We simply don't have enough soldiers with current recruitment methods. We have to start getting our novices out of training much earlier. We're suffering heavy losses on every front. The only times we seem to actually succeed is when we rely on defensive tactics, which lends further credence to that my idea of slowly expanding outward would be the best method of reclaiming territory. You make a fair point. We have to take less risky tactics if we are to preserve ourselves and our children. We want there to be a civilization left for them by the time we leave this world behind. I'm glad you agree. Just bear with it for a bit longer. We're almost out of here. Yeah, this guardsman kind of has the same attitude as we do. Sure enough, the councilmen rise from their seats. Does that conclude our business here, gentlemen? All voices call out in agreement. Very well. As always, we will meet again next week. Manage your own ministry's matters until then. As they shuffle out, I can hear a sigh of relief escape from my fellow guardsmen. I'm off duty now. No more wasting time listening to them. And another reason why they let out a sigh of relief, because they also farted. I'm out of here. He's good to his word, leaving without a care in the world. I wish I were so lucky. Talk about being uncaring guardsmen. Isn't there like their civic duty to be more active in their castle? Maybe it's just me. I still have to patrol the hallways. My very soul feels like it's being sucked out by their droning. For anyone who watches C-SPAN, they feel exactly the same way. Okay, the halls seem to stretch on forever as I drudge up and down them. Must I walk down these halls for eternity? It feels like eternity, to say the least. My first day as a guardsman hasn't been that great. All it has to offer is standing still for long periods of time and listening to the councilmen argue among themselves. Hey, if you're getting paid for doing absolutely nothing, that's a hell of a job, in my opinion.
Well, then again, they're also getting paid to possibly die.
Oh, yeah. I'm not too happy about Kira doing this to me either. Kira's our trainer, the one who promoted us to this position. I was kind of expecting to see the Empress. Why wouldn't she be here if the Council controls the Empire? Does she take an interest in what is happening to her Empire at all? Oh, well, I guess it has nothing to do with me. I just have to do my duty as a guard, patrolling, standing to attention. Come to think of it, it's about time for me to leave. The changing of the guard will happen soon. As I'm about to leave, I hear something moving behind me. And this game, even though you can't hear it through Skype, there is a lot of sound effects in this one, Lance.
Cool.
A ghostly-looking woman appears before me. Could this be the Empress? She's wearing clothing suggesting that she is nobility of some sort. Her appearance is so striking that it leaves me dumbfounded for a moment. Excuse me, guardsman. Could you please help me with something? Her voice is soft and practically emotionless. Mine isn't, so you're not going to get that out of me. It takes me a moment to get over my shock and respond. Yes? My pet has become lost in these halls. Could you help me find him? Her pet? What kind of pet is it? You'll know it when you see it. That doesn't really help me, you know. Do I even want to waste my time finding it? Should we help her find it, Lance?
Since could be the Empress, I'd go with yes.
Wandering on the halls, I'll look for any signs of her pet. She didn't really describe its appearance, though. Simply telling someone that they know it if they saw it isn't good enough. I suddenly stop when I hear meowing. It's a small furry black cat hiding behind one of the curtains. There you are. I've been looking for you. Okay.
Damn.
That is a lucky kitty.
Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Approaching the creature, she picks it up and takes it over to a nearby chair. The tiny cat bounds up on her chest, letting out a happy meow. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
That's true.
Nuzzling her face, it gets comfortable and looks like it's going to fall asleep. I'm not sure if the noblewoman is relieved or not. Her face is completely emotionless. Thank you for your assistance, guardsman. You look strangely familiar to me. Where have I seen your face before? I don't think we've met before, my lady. Is that so? Strange. I swear that we have. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Very well. It's apparent that the Council is concerned for their safety. It pains me that the world has become such a terrible place and everyone has to be on guard. We once knew it such light and joy, but now here we are, too scared to leave these walls. They're under attack by, it's like a monster apocalypse, something to that extent. That's as much as I've been able to ascertain from playing it so far.
Okay.
I'm happy to serve the Empire in whatever way the Council needs me to. If I must be a guard, then so be it. Duty is not all there is to serving, my guardsman. You must be prepared to think for yourself when the time calls for it. Idly, she looks away from me, towards one of the many windows carved out of the stone walls. What do you think of these stars? The stars? I don't know what to think about the stars. I see. I look towards the stars every day, wondering if they could ever fall from the heavens. Falling from the heavens? Is that even possible? It is possible. I have not seen it myself. One day, one of those stars will fall. One day. Her eyes, despite how vacant they are, seem sorrowful. I hear a certain longing in her voice. A tiny shred of emotion. Before then, I do not believe that words are adequate to instill in you true understanding. You look like you're about to leave. I have one more favor to ask of you, though. Anything I can do to serve. Watch the stars tonight. I don't understand why I would do that. Stars can fall from the heavens, my dear guardsman. Why not just look at the stars tonight? Perhaps a star will fall. Very well, you have my word that I will watch the stars. Thank you. I'm sure that you will have other places you need to be now. She leaves just as quietly as she came, taking her tiny cat with her. I just stand there for a moment, trying to make sense of what she was talking about. Who is she, anyway? Her very presence was overwhelming to be in. Oh well, I'll work it out later. I'm going to get out of here. That's a very happy kitty. I haven't been able to sleep at all tonight, once again. The nobleman's words kept coming back to me. She spoke of the stars, of stars being able to fall from the heavens. How could that even be possible? Nothing has ever fallen from the heavens before. Sneaking past my fellow sleeping novices, I look outside the tiny window in our barracks. The stars are always so clear in the sky. How could one of those distant lights plummet from the heavens? I wonder what a star is actually meant to be. They're so far away, though. I'll never be able to see one up close. Well, before we make this decision, guys and gals, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode, and on the next one, we're going to possibly contemplate more about what this noblewoman said about the stars and just exactly who she is. So, with that being said, for Lance Moss, I'm the Wrestlegamer, saying we'll see you at the next Warp Zone.
One of the councilmen to the far left clears his throat. So begins the weekly meeting of the Capitol's Councilmen. It will begin with a list. Actually, 2009 they have on here from TLC. The Tag Team Championship match. TLC ladder match, D-Generation X versus Jericho.